All right, so now if I want to get only the age, I can do dot age. Did you see that?
Yes.
I got 20. So that is how we can access properties from an object. I mentioned properties. These things here, the name is a property of this object, student. Age also is the property of the what?
Student.
Yes. So that's how we can access a property from an object. Did you see that?
Yes.
So now we can have this. Most times you are going to see object that is not simple as this. Okay. What I mean is this: you can have another object inside an object. That's a nested object. Okay. Did you see that? Now, in an object, things you need to consider are what? The name of the object, and then the key value, the key and value. Name is a key. And then this Emmanuel is the value, right? Age is a key. And then 20, which is the age, is the value. But now key can be another object again. Did you see that this key is an object group, right? Then the value will now be what? The key and the value, right? I mean, the key can be an object, and the value will still have value. So what I'm saying is you can have an object inside an object. Do we understand?
Yes.
Okay, so now, if we have group, I'm just the one creating any object I want. Okay, so what do we have? What can we think of that a group should have? And this a student. This is what everybody can think of. A student can have a name, can have a name property. You can also have age property. So when we talk about group, what do you think we should write for key and value pairs?
Maybe group A or group B.
So, but we can say maybe like this, right?
Yeah.
Maybe we should do this. Like that. Do we get? So now that we have a nested object, if we want to retrieve B, how can we do that?
Sir?
If we want
to see retrieve the group,
the B,
okay, dot group dot B or so.
Huh?
That's student console log student dot group dot B.
Yeah, that's good. So first thing, you want to get into the object. So you see that you will say student dot group, and then since you have entered the group now, you want to say dot. If you want A, then you now say dot A. Okay. Dot group dot B. You see that we got B. So now you can play around with objects and access the values from them, isn't it?
Enter where? I did say enter here. No, say go see me. From where you come up on that bed?
Likewise, if you do group, you can get the group. But now, if it is A that you want, you will now do dot A. Are we following?
Yes.
So this is dot notation. We also have something like this. Now, if I console log student, you can see it like this. You can see that this is group, this is an object inside object. So it can be complex. It can be more complex than this. Okay. So this is now how to create an object. Static way of creating an object. But we can add more properties, just like I added this group now here. But we can add it. I don't need to add. If I want to add, what other property can we add for students?
Sex.
Huh?
Sex.
What? Sex, right?
Sex.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so what sex should we give? Now, is it a number or string?
Okay, whether the sex will be a number or string.
Yes.
I think it should be a string. That's the sets are two now, either male or female.
Yes, because it is text. You understand? That's why I gave you all those this thing, those video. You have to watch them and be applying the knowledge. So if I say male now, this is a string. You need to, by now you should know string and whatever data types now.
Yes, sir.
So now I have this. You can see that it got added here. But now I can choose to remove it. I can choose to add it dynamically, not manually like this. So this is what I will do. I will come before I console log the students. I'll come here and then I'll say students dot sex, right? Then I will say male. Did you see that?
Yes.
Eh?
So yes, sir.
Is it
yes,
showing
sir. Yes, sir.
It's not showing in the object. Didn't you see the object here?
Wait, let me see.
Yeah.
Okay, it's showing now. There is a student. Wait, where is it, sir? Sorry, I'm trying to zoom it so that I can see it well.
Or didn't
student dot says mail? Yes, it's showing.
Of the console
it's
log?
showing. It's showing says mail.
Where is it showing?
The underline 17. You see says mail there at the end.
So that's it now. Did you understand? Do we get now? So that means I am adding another property dynamically.
To the student.
Not that I'm not writing it statically here. Okay, you saw that I cut it
Okay.
out from here, and then I went and then just do. So what's the syntax now? The syntax is the name of the object and the property dot the property you want, and then give the value of the property.
Okay.
So I can, which other property should we add?
Students dot
Let's say
class.
So this one will be string or number.
I think number.
Maybe class 3, right?
Yes, sir.
So do we see the class there?
Okay, yes. Before the says.
Yes. So now it doesn't actually matter whether we added the property dynamically. We can access the property. Let's say we want to access this. Did you see that?
Okay. It's very fast. I didn't see that.
Yeah?
You did it very fast. I didn't see it.
Very
follow
fast.
it.
You can't see this.
Class.
Okay.
What did I do very fast? It's still here now.
Is it a command or what you just did just now?
I just put dot now. This is what
okay, I didn't notice. I blinked my eyes and saw the whole thing change.
No, it will change now. If I remove, this is printing, is showing the console log of the student complete object.
Yes.
Or if I pick sex
dot.
from there, I will get
only says, which
right?
is male. Okay.
Likewise,
Yes,
if I pick group, I'll get group. And even in the group, if I pick A, I'll get the A there.
Yeah.
Okay, so now, why not we add another property in the group? Can we do that? Even though it's nested, we can still do that. We can still do student.group dot, let's say C, and then we'll give it 90. Right?
Yes, sir.
Now, if we get only group, we can see the C there. All right? If we pick C, can get the 90. So you can help yourself to make sure you play around very well, because one of your major tools that you're going to be manipulating, you're going to manipulate objects. You're going to be manipulating objects if you are to build applications. Okay.
Yes,
So
sir.
now another thing that I will show us about objects is that we are going to look at object destructuring. Object destructuring. Okay. So now, what it means is this. You see that I am saying I am doing student.class. I mean student dot, let's say student.name, right? But I can actually get, let's do something that will is your const get name, and then students have I not gotten the name now in this variable? I have, right?
Yes, sir.
So it means I can console log the get name, and I will see the name, right?
Now you have given it a constant value.
I've stored what I've retrieved, the name. I've retrieved it and stored it in a variable before I now console log the variable. But before I'm doing it direct, I'm not doing variable stuff, right?
Yeah.
I can still use let. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, this is more reasonable. Do it like that. Make sure do it like that, because you can do something with the variable. Since you have retrieved the name and you store it in a variable, so you can do something with it. Okay. So now I want to show us object destructuring. Object destructuring is very, very important too. So so now I'm going to destructure the name. Here is what it means. I will say const, and then I'll pick the name here, and then I will say student. If you see how to destructure, then I can do console.log. This is what is called object destructuring. Hello?
Okay.
So I can destructure group. I can destructure group too. Did you see? You can destructure as much as whatever you want, right? Did you see? So the destructuring, you have seen the syntax, right? So you put const, curly brackets, then you pick the name of the variable, and then the object, you say is equals to object. It will just destructure, just like you know English now. The structure, you are destructuring the variable or the property that you want. This is very, very important in building applications too. So what I just did here is console log to show us the console log, the result of what we got. If we destructure all of them, but even if we want to print only the age, we can still do that. But we know now we have gotten all the properties in this. Do we understand? Any question? If you can get these two concepts, if you can get all these concepts, you are moving forward. If you can understand and practice this, then we'll continue.
So, sir,
yes,
the destructuring now means to group the whole property in one place, because where you put this object destructuring now, you put constant name, group, age,
doesn't mean
all equals to student. I think
what if I destructure only age?
Okay.
It just means to be able to destructure the object. You are playing around with the structure of the object and then picking whatever thing you want. All right.
Okay.
So I can even destructure name here. And then that means I have gotten it out of the object. Do we get?
Yes.
Any question? So our assignment is make sure you create another object, you create another property. All right. You create it manually. That's come here and create it, and then make sure you console log to ensure that it appears in the student object, and then come and create another property dynamically also, and make sure it's appearing when you console. And note that if you are doing this, you know that I am putting the property and then console log down. You cannot console log up and come and be doing. Of course, you must, the code will run from top to bottom, and then come and practice destructuring too.
Okay.
So that's clear, right?
Yes.
All right. So I think we are good. The time is almost up already.
So,
So that means we'll build a background on something, which means I can now go, I'll create a video to do more advanced objects.
okay.
Okay. I think Nazif, is it there?
Sir? I'm here, sir.
Did you get the stuff?
Yes, sir.
Your answer is somehow.
Yes, sir, somehow, just that I have to. I will look at it again.
You were lost.
Yes, sir.
Where is that?
Not really lost, sir. If I just follow it up, I'll get myself, sir.
Okay. All right. Then. In case you have any question, let me know. That's why I wouldn't want to do much things so that
It's
you
good
guys
like
will
this.
follow, because these are the important things that, sometimes learning a language, if you are not taught, you go and be reading heaven and earth, and yet you will not know what to even study, and it will make you to start building something. So these things are core tools in when building applications.
Okay. So from the beginning now, you just begin to define your variables. And after you define all your variables, then you just call it console log it to get the answers. That is when you combine them.
What are you saying again? You are saying something else.
Okay. Like I was saying, like from the beginning here now, like students. Okay, I was saying you define all the variables, like name is this, age is that, all
Which
that.
variable? Which variable? Object or be variable?
Sorry, object,
Object
sorry.
and property, key and value.
And property. Okay.
These things inside, they are properties of the object. And object basically has key and value pairs.
So now the thing, the like this student now is the object.
Mhm,
Then the content is the properties.
mhm,
Then the name now is the key. What the name represents is the value.
mhm.
And in an object now, you can still have another object inside object. But like how many objects can you have inside an object?
How many? As much as possible. Any amount. Are we not the one that created this one? So this is how it is. So let's understand. Now let's say with the structure group. Right? Now I know that this group now I have it already. So if I say let's
Which one is the end of it?
eh?
The end of